What's up, you little bastards? Okay, so I have a friend who's on YouTube, who's a fan of mine, and he asked me, how can you get better at Guitar Hero? I have a hard time clicking this orange button. So I'm going to teach you some techniques that I used when I first started. Mind you, I've been playing Guitar Hero since 2006, since Guitar Hero 2 actually came out, which I got for Christmas, the same year when it came. And, I've been playing ever since. I've been a big fan of Guitar Hero. Didn't like how they milked it though, and now they canceled it. But, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And they failed, and they tripped on theirs, being too greedy for money and shit. Alright, well, let's get to the point. What I did when I first started was, first off, you need to learn, the best way to do it is try to get from the green button to the orange. I remember when I first started playing, I couldn't even really get past the blue button. I couldn't do it. My fingers wouldn't stretch out enough. And so what I did was, some people have a hard time doing this, right? The little, I come and paste, bitches, I come and paste. That little thing. Now when I first started doing that, I had the hardest time. I would have to do like this, and it would be like fucking pain trying to lift that shit up. Or if I try to do it like that, it would be like this, and I would have to hold my fingers like that and do this. And keep it there for at least 5 minutes. And, then you'll be like this, and then once you let go, you want to be able to do it again. But the more you do that, the more you practice, then there you go. And for some reason, my fucking cam is actually not even aligned, believe it or not. Well, you can probably tell. Hold on a sec while I fix that. There you go, it's even. And, so, if you learn how to do this, you only need to use your, whatever hand you use, lefty or righty, whatever you use that you need to use the hand to click the buttons, you can learn how to do this. Now once you got this done, try to spread out. You gotta learn how to spread out. My opinion on how you should do this is just work on trying to get past those buttons. Don't stress your fingers, don't fucking make them so that they're sore as hell. Take your time with it. It's not gonna be very easy. You're gonna have to try to take your time and then try to work and stretch your fingers out. See, this is as far as I can put my fingers out. If there was an extra button, that's as far as I can stick it out. With my index on the green and my pinky on this line right here. Can't go any further than that, but you don't really need to since there's only 5 buttons. And another opinion, or another recommendation that you should do, another suggestion I guess, is you should play the game on medium and work toward hard. You don't want to go to expert right away. That's just, it's too hard. Especially when you're still a noob. You can't even do this, keep going like that, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? During the songs that need you to do that. You don't have the muscle memory. Or you're also not able to just do it, just because you're able to doesn't mean you can do it. Even if you have the most, stretched out or, your most flexible fingers ever, that doesn't guarantee you're going to be good at the game. So I say play on medium first, so you get used to the blue, and then on hard, you got to move your fingers around and try to get used to clicking that orange piece of shit. Because that was my enemy when I first started. I used to think, also, the things will start getting faster. You might be like, I've been playing medium your whole life, for example, right? And you're trying to go to hard. The shit's gonna seem super fast to you. And expert is gonna seem like fucking hell. Trust me, I know, because when I came from expert to easy, just to try it out again, it was so slow it was unbearable. For you, maybe easy is normal if you're first starting out, right? Well, work on that. Try to get used to the speed first off, because that's going to be one of the major problems. Is try to get used to it, play hard once you get away from medium. Try practicing on hard, even if you lose every fucking song. Keep trying it. That's why there's a practice mode. Keep playing, keep trying, getting used to it. Practice makes perfect. It kind of sounds like I'm teaching you how to play actual guitar, but it's true though. The game you gotta learn how to practice and play it. I mean, even me, playing for 5 years, I can't even get 100% on most songs. I get very lucky, and sometimes I choke, I guess I would like to say. When I try to get 100%, I always have that one button that I end up missing, or my fingers feel like they tangled up. And like okay, this will probably be the best. Get tangled up and I'm like, oh shit, I fucked up the button. You know, you're best off just practicing and, you know, not worrying about it. Just keep practicing and, you know, that'll make you better. One thing that I like to do really in the song to practice clicking that orange button is actually the solos, where you gotta keep going like this and then work on it and get faster and faster and faster. That's one thing I like to do. You know, granted, you'll probably end up sucking, because honestly, I never knew what the fuck when I first started playing what the hammer-ons were. I would click the whole thing. And another technique you should do, don't keep clicking down or up, whatever the fuck you do. It's always best to do this. It doesn't strain your hand, and it actually makes it a lot easier to play. I mean, there'll be times where you should do this. You know what I mean? There's times where you're gonna have to click that little button down and stuff like that, if that's how you work and how you know how your technique works with your other hand. But that's what I do sometimes on some tracks. But anyway, to get that orange button, it's basically you have to do everything I told you. You don't have to do this, but it's one of the things I've done, and it got me better actually. By the time I would say a month after I got the Guitar Hero 2, I was able to touch that orange button. Just barely. I would try to maybe get it halfway through. But the more you play, you'll be able to go further and further. So, I hope this was helpful. It was more of a request than a video I was going to do. My friend commented on my first video on this channel asking me if I can do that. And I said, sure, why not? You know, I'll do it. I mean, I don't know how helpful I can be. But, you know, you can try. Another thing that would be good is to have a short guitar. This isn't very long. I mean, this is shorter than a midget. Yeah, about waist length to a midget. Maybe even more. Maybe to the belly button or higher. And it makes it very easy to keep your hands together. You know, it's not too hard and not too far that it'll strain your arm a little bit. You know, get tired. I have a bunch of Guitar Hero Rock Band guitars and stuff like that. But this one I mostly use because this one plays on every Guitar Hero, like even Guitar Hero 2 and stuff like that, and all the newer ones. And Rock Band doesn't do that, or you know, I mostly have Rock Band guitars that don't quite work with old Guitar Hero, Aerosmith, and lower, you know, Guitar Hero games. So I say get a shorter one. Maybe I got this one for like $5 off eBay, and it works perfectly. Everything works. So I'm pretty sure you can get this fucking cheap. This is the Guitar Hero 2 Guitar Hero 2 Xbox 360 guitar. Sure, you can find an Xbox 360 Guitar Hero guitar. My favorite being the Guitar Hero 3 guitar for, you know, I like it because it doesn't have this. It's more smooth and stuff like that. This just gets annoying sometimes. But anyway, peace out, guys. I hope this was somewhat helpful. Didn't really know how to explain anything, but, you know, peace, bitches. See you guys next time. Please subscribe, and I hope this helps. Thumbs up, and see ya, bitches.